Hello everyone, welcome to Scorched Earth Toys at anymoon.com's transformation guide for Waves WHAM Do You Remember Love Type 15000 SDF1 completed model. To begin, you need to split apart the gun boom. It's pretty easily done. You just kind of put your finger in there and voila. You can see there are pegs that would hold it together normally. You need to then, there is a hinge here. You need to move the gun on that hinge out away from the center and it tucks in. You can see what I did there. So let's try that again. Move it out and in like so. And once you've done that, you need to rotate the guns so the spikes are now on the interior like that. Once that is done, you have some clearance right here. You're going to pull forward on the center portion here. So I'm going to grab the legs and just pull up. So you can see that that is a peg that fits into a slot right there. So now that that's done, I can rotate this forward and then use that peg that's here, put it into this hole right there. There you go. Alright, now I'm going to bring the arms outward and I'm going to pull on the leg to get it to come out and then swing it down. So do the same thing over here. Just out, down and out. So now it kind of pegs into place or locks into place in that lower position. So at this point your SDF1 should look something like this. Really the only tricky part of transformation is this shoulder mechanism. So you need to bring the arm, which is attached to a latch that gets hidden within the shoulder, down. So see, I've brought that down now and created clearance between the shoulder and that latch. I can now pull the shoulder away from the body and rotate it independently of the arm, which is kind of a different design choice Wave went with there. I can then push it back in, but at this point I won't be able to just bring the arm back up. And that's because there's a little locking mechanism within the center where that arm needs to travel. So since that lock is there, you are given a little black toothpick type thing that allows you to fish out this center lock and bring it up, which then lets the arm come up and into position. And then you can bring the lock back down. Peg it in, and so now the arm is as it should be with the shoulder rotated properly. I'm going to do that again for the other arm just to make sure you can kind of see what's happening with the transformation mechanism. So again, you bring the arm down as low as you can to create some clearance between it and the shoulder. You pull the shoulder away. Bring your railguns outward so they don't hit anything. Bring everything back into place. And you can see there is a little tooth on the latch mechanism for the arm. So now rotating this over, I'm going to pop open the lock. I'm going to bring the arm up. So there's that tooth now within the shoulder. Oh, here, let's get this out of the way. So that I brought the latch up. You can see the tooth inside there, hopefully. So now I bring down this plastic piece here and it grabs that tooth that was on that latch and makes sure that the arms aren't going to go anywhere during handling of the toy in attack mode. Alright, you're not far now. You're going to bring down the center section like so. I keep my finger on the front and the back so you keep that peg attached. Once you get here, you just bring the bridge back like that. So obviously you're pretty close now. You could at this point, and you probably should, bring down these feet. Now this is very tough the first couple times you do it. You just kind of bring down and pivot, and that allows you to get a good A stance. That will still be flat on the ground, like so. You're not quite there yet, though. You got to move these gun booms back and down. So, turning the toy on to its side here, going to bring these guns. There's a hinge here that you can see. It's fairly obvious. You're just going to hold, bring the gun a little forward, and rotate back until it is as far back as it will go. So let's repeat that again. Gun comes forward, oops, and then back as far as it will go. I accidentally just brought that up and out, so push it back down. So when they are both in position, you can then rotate that gun boom one more time. Let's bring this out. So I haven't yet gotten this portion angled forward. There you go. Your toy is actually now transformed. Here is attack mode. The arms, the ARMDs, actually slide on the wrist, so you can put them exterior or interior or somewhere about in the middle, depending on what you're going for. There is a transformation mechanism that was kind of hidden. It's more obvious when you're going to cruiser mode. There is a peg on the back here. That peg is what connects the two booms together in cruiser mode. As you rotate this top piece, you'll see that peg actually comes out, and then as you rotate it back, it retracts. So that's a good way of hiding the connection peg, so bonus points for that. If you wanted to show the guns firing, you're just going to pivot everything forward on those hinges you used to bring the guns back in the first place. So nothing too special going on with that. Let's get that back in the spot. There we go. So, looks pretty good in attack mode. Check out my full review on anymoon.com, my full HD video review. As always, thanks for viewing.